first, man. Oh shit. Oh shit.
What is this?
Hey y'all.
Production meeting on the last episode.
Right, because that was not our intro.
Okay,
well, that was not our waiting room.
So what happened was I forgot to turn on my monetization for the live. So I was in a completely another window while it was rolling. And when the music stopped, I was like, oh, let me go back. But I also have like 11 tabs up. So that's how that happened.
Let me add my Cash App, because if y'all want to support somebody who really does it well.
Scotty, you still mutable.
What are you saying?
Okay.
Scotty.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. Why everybody on me right now?
No, because I think you snapped at me and I was just playing with you, so I just want to let you know.
I didn't snap at you. I was literally sitting here calm.
Oh, you did snap at her backstage, and I didn't like that.
I did not.
Shut up, busy. I don't need your help.
What? Who you supposed to be? Kay? I'm not Angel.
So, welcome to the Whether You Like It or Not panel hosted by me. We got Really Beat TV, Scotty by Nature TV, Busy Blue. And yeah, y'all wondering where some people at. Y'all is not here. I don't know. I guess I missed that memo. He not here today. T probably sleep. I don't know where he at. And JoJo is dealing with some things, so he might be here later. We don't know. This is the first time that I feel a bit neglected by majority of the panel. Usually all of us be here when it be my turn.
Yeah. And it's the season finale.
It's the finale.
It's all the shows are done. And why are you not showing up for? And I think Scotty should, as executive producer of this panel,
cuss him out. Scotty, cuss him out.
I think you should have a meeting.
I'm not gonna continue to go back and forth with Busy, because he been starting with me since we've been backstage, and he want to start up here. And then if I curse him out, he gonna play the victim. Then the comments gonna say that I'm the aggressor. So I'm just gonna let him do that.
I've never played anything.
But I don't think we was.
I never played anything. If I'm the victim, I'm the victim. It's never a play.
Okay, great, good for you.
You do play victim, though. You do play the victim.
Really be. So yes,
What do you mean? So
Eat your
well,
food or whatever you got going on.
it's Busy's birthday week, so y'all make sure that y'all show him some love.
boo.
A star's coming through.
His
Pisces season.
birthday is
Everybody
on
move out the
Thursday,
way.
March 5th. Me
Mhm.
and Busy's birthday is a week apart. We a week apart.
Yeah,
Your birthday the Thursday after that. Hey!
It's kind of amazing. We really
We do
kinda
what we do.
amazing.
But since y'all got me hosting or whatever, because really Busy's supposed to be hosting today. But
I was, but you missed your last week, so I wanted to give it to you.
you see me? I don't want no parts. Come on, Pisces. Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday, little Miss Introvert.
Yes. Y'all make sure y'all continue to send me.
You a Pisces and you an introvert? I ain't never met an introverted Pisces girl.
I'm both.
Look at these two up here.
I'm both.
I never talked to a soul.
I could be real quiet.
You never what, Busy?
Never talked to a soul.
Yeah.
I keep to myself. Very quiet, docile.
That's kind of hard to believe, but okay.
It ain't kind of hard to believe. It's not true. You telling them Stacey lies. They're not true.
Oh, your birthday twin.
Mine too, birthday twin.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody. Come on, birthday twin.
You know, okay, real quick, what did y'all think about the third part of the reunion, just overall?
Let me tell a
It could have
story.
been an email.
First of all, let me tell a story. So I went out with my gross last night because they wanted to go out. Because we haven't talked about how, how our weekends were. But I went with my girls last night. And we went to a gay club, whatever.
Yes.
And I was like,
where did y'all go?
We went to. Hold on, give me 1 second, because my friend continued to party after we were done and went to Nelly's. But
I was going to say, did y'all go to Nelly's?
Yeah, it wasn't Nelly's. We went to give me a second. Thirst.
Oh, okay.
So we went to Thirst. So much fun. Mix and mingling with everyone. I had two people come up to me. The first person was just dancing and was like, "Oh my God, I love you on that panel."
Yes.
And I was like, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much."
Celebrity.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you so much. And then I was looking for my friend, so I was walking down the stairs. And then this other guy was like, "Oh my God, I love you on that panel, whether you like it or not panel." And I did my
Busy, are you serious right now?
I'm 100% serious. So then I did like I normally my laugh. And he was like, "It makes it even better that your laugh is just like it is on the panel."
Yes. You better be getting stopped at the club.
And I was like, this is who I am. So shout out to the two people who talked to me. I didn't get anybody's names or anything. We didn't stop or talk or whatever. But shout out to everybody who talked to me, recognized me. I really appreciate it. I am who I am. I think Really B has already said that because she's met me. Sakina's met me in person. I am who I am. It doesn't change. I just
I'm not eating no Utz chips. I'm eating cookies.
That don't look like a cookie.
It's a cookie. That's what I'm eating.
Oh, hey, you've been running down there. I was at the Safeway in Waldorf. When I say the Girl Scouts in Waldorf,
no, they don't play. Them Girl Scouts are not playing out front of that baby.
It was like the club. And then they had a sign. They said, "You want some cookies?" I'm telling you, those little girls had the club. The music was banging.
Come on, set the vibe.
And don't tell them you don't have no cash, because they're gonna be like, "Oh, we got the square." They got Cash App and they got the square where you can run your credit card. They don't play. They're not playing.
I can't stand when they do stuff like that.
To getting Thin Mints, but when I say those girls was out, where you working with some man? When I tell you the music was banging in front of that Safeway, and those girls was out there selling those cookies, and they had the mama, whoever the mama was, she was out when you was trying to drive past. She was standing with a a sign that said that we're selling Girl Scout cookies right here.
I'm just going Instacart for the next 3 months. I'm not fooling with them girls. They gangsters.
They are. They will be.
I'll be like, no, thank you.
What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? I like them mints.
I don't like none of them.
I like trefoils, Samoas, and Thin Mints.
My mom likes Samoas too. What you like, Scotty?
Huh?
What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Most people don't like it, but Thin Mint.
Me too. That's my favorite one. I just said that.
I don't like Thin Mints. I don't like chocolate, and I don't want mint.
We know that because you eat air. So why the fuck would you like chocolate?
That's true. Y'all put it in the comments. What are your favorite Girl Scout cookies? Put it in the comments, everybody. Come on, engagement. Put it in the comments. What y'all like? Somebody said French toasty and lemonade. What's that?
Those are newer, but those are like the new ones.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know they was making new ones.
I didn't know they came up with updates. Somebody said Thin Mints. I like Thin Mints too. Though Thin Mints really get me together. I love them. I could sit there and eat them all day.
Is the trefoils? Is that like the little golden cookie with the?
Those are shortbread. The trefoils. Those are shortbread.
Them the ones that I would like. Yes, them the ones I used to eat. The blue.
Those
box,
are the ones
right?
I like. You dip those in some cold milk, baby. It's a good time.
I don't.
Yeah,
like
them the only ones I tolerate. That's it. Everybody,
a lot of people like Samoas and Thin Mints. Thin Mints winning though, right here. Boom, 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 boom. But outside of that, I had a really, really good week. But I told Sakina that I had a story to tell because last night when I went out,
you already told the story.
It was so weird that
you already told the story.
Can I talk?
That was
you been talking, nigga.
And you know what? We got a little something light for y'all today. Hold on. All right.
Thank you.
Tweets of the week.
Ooh. We don't have too much. We don't have too much of too much. The tweets were just not really giving, not really speaking to me.
Because the episode wasn't.
Neither was the episode.
And what's funny is, you know how on Twitter it'd be like it give you like the top tweets. A lot of them was stuff from last year, stuff from last week. The top tweets wasn't top tweeting.
Because it did nothing happen last night.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, let me just grab, a quick little 1-2. I was digging in the crates. I had to go to the recent tweets to get something.
Bottom of the barrel tweets.
Oh, I was, like, damn, I'm not inspired here. But kicking it off, shout out to Cool Girl. It says part 2 and part 3 were chops because they filmed an entire season where only 3 people on the cast of 7 actually had a storyline / activity in the group. Once we go through Wendy, Stacey, and Angel, there's nothing left than talking in circles. Oh, there's nothing left than to talk in circles.
You know what? I'm just gonna give a little pushback because we did get half a storyline. It's very embarrassing for Kay. But we did. She was in a lot of people's fights and business. That's all she want to do is fight. She's such an angry gnome, and I'm not gonna stop saying it. But we did get a little half of a storyline from her fine ass brother that in that picture frame.
Well, yes, we got that, but majority of her storyline was rooted in Stacey.
Yeah, true.
So it kind of ultimately goes back to what they were saying. But yeah, she had a little side. It just wasn't as loud as it was last season. Last season, that her and Greg was a huge piece of it.
And there was so much to work with. Like knowing everything, or as the season has ended, she has so much to work with.
You think so? In what way?
Well, one, she's renewing her relationship with Greg. How messed up, how toxic, how stupid it looks. There's so much to work with there. Well, then she's bringing in her parent. She's also bringing in her brother. She has her businesses. She has the condo, moving to the like. There was things to work with, and she was too busy arguing about stupid stuff with the rest of the cast.
You know what I'm thinking too? Like she really didn't have any events either outside of the Preakness. That was like the only thing that she that
That's
she
true.
hosted, and look,
Girl,
yeah.
could you give the girls a spa day? Isn't that what she owns?
But she did something like that last year. Remember, Wendy caught a flat tire, or was that?
That wasn't a spa day. They just met at her spa to
No,
have a
yeah.
conversation. But
They
you're right,
did have
Busy. She could have done a spa day. You're right.
But they did. Now I think about it, they did do something like that this season because that's when Angel, she was hosting something, and that's when Angel defended.
You mean that little sound bath circle?
Yeah,
at
that
her
was
house?
something totally different.
That was a sound bath.
Yeah, it was. She did a sound bath. They had,
but they had to do the meditation circle and shit. Yeah, that
no, I'm talking about Kay had something at her spot when Angel
I don't remember that.
Wendy, and that's when the whole chin check thing came about.
But they weren't. But I don't think they did. They get services though. Maybe I missed it. They might have. I don't know.
I think it was like a quick little. I don't know. Y'all chat help.
She just had. I feel like there was stuff to work with. She was too busy being angry and upset. You didn't say hi to me from off of the stage. You're weird. You're mad about my relationship, my things, my business, my man, my condo, my picture frames. She was too busy being angry, one, at the wrong people. Because your man is the one you need to be angry at. And knowing that y'all have a tumultuous relationship that's really up and down and you're trying to figure that out, I would have loved to see more of the conversations that you're having with him. Like, okay, if I'm moving back into the place, what are we doing?
I mean, but we seen that, but the conversation just, child, it wasn't much to go off of anyway.
Yeah.
Next week, shout out to the Brooke Ashley. Karen not being here really revealed how little Giselle and Ashley bring to the show, to be honest. They need her badly because bickering with her makes for good TV and gives them a storyline. They were thrilled to see her back on the stage, in her opinion.
I agree. I think what was revealed this season and the fact, and I know we're going to get to that, but the fact that Giselle didn't even have a package, like, I think it was a lot was exposed this season as it relates to the quote unquote OGs.
Yeah, I do feel like Karen is a way for the Green Eye Bandits, Ashley, them to stay active on the show. It's always something to talk about. It's always them versus her or whatever. But honestly, looking at this season, for me, I do feel like this season proved that the show can go on without Karen. I thought that this season was pretty good up to a point. Once it started to feel reminiscent of like the old seasons, then that's when it was like, okay, this is too much. Like y'all, the catfish and all that shit, like it was just too much. But it did. I enjoyed it, and that's why I felt like even Monique wasn't needed, because I felt like this group of ladies had something to work with. Go ahead, Grand Dame Ambassador.
It was not that motherfucking funny. Mute his ass. It was not that damn funny.
Where is it?
It was not that funny. Now, what I was going to say was, I kind of disagree, not because of Karen, but just because I feel like because Karen was gone, then I feel like Giselle was exposed even more as a mean girl, and Ashley, because then it was that zeroing in on Angel and that zeroing in on Stacey. And honestly, the first like 4 or 5 episodes, that shit was nauseating. If you take Stacey out of the season and you take Angel out of the season, we didn't have shit.
Not Bobby.
Not on the Proud Family though.
Hell no. But yes, I agree. It did gain focus. It did focus on Giselle and all that shit that she had going on, like thereof.
I can't remember who I was listening to. I want to say it was Tammy Talk. Like, shout out to the Brooke Ashley. I just don't listen to her. as frequently as I listen to the Brooke Ashley, but there was someone I was listening to, and I want to say it was Tammy Talk. Sorry, I don't listen to the Brooke Ashley as much as I listen to Tammy Talks.
Okay, because I was confused. Thanks.
Right, because you
I
said
want to say it was Tammy Talks, but there was someone that I was listening to, and they gave like a really good synopsis of the fact that Giselle is not the girl to bring the to move the show along. She's messy.
Mm-hmm.
She and knows how to stir up drama, but she's not good at bringing the girls together.
Yeah.
And moving along the story as we move as a collective group.
I found something interesting, and again, I hate to jump, but I don't want to forget to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I found it interesting something that Giselle said in her little wrap up at the end when she was like, I know I'm not always open to new people. I know I'm not always the most welcoming, but I'm going to work on that. It almost sounds like production told her, girl,
yeah,
you need to do this, and that, or your job is like, it almost sounded like there was a conversation because that was a very specific thing. And people been telling you that.
Yeah, someone
like
says
you haven't been nice to the new girl. Like you've always been mean to the new girls. Like that's nothing new.
They said that like,
hey,
some
Tammy.
people feel like she's in trouble, and I can't remember who I was listening
Tammy
to.
said that wasn't her,
but they said that okay, it wasn't Tammy. But someone I can't remember who I was listening to, but they said that they feel like Giselle's in trouble because it showcased that you're not in charge of the girl. You can't be in charge of the girls because you're too mean, you haze too much, and you don't take to new people and new things, and then you also don't create community.
Yeah.
And Karen,
and you don't know when to stop. Like it's so. I mean, the hazing thing is what it is. They do it on all of the reality shows. The new people got to get a little something. Like I don't even have a problem with that. But she doesn't know when to stop. She doesn't know when it's too much, and then it becomes insufferable. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute. Like, damn, it's enough already. Like we get it. You know. And I think that's part of it. Like even when at the reunion when she was like, well, no, I wouldn't do anything. Like I still wouldn't put Stacey's name on the robe. I would just make sure she had the right size. What?
Like I think it was Gabor.
He always goes too far. Oh she does. And y'all make sure if y'all are not subscribed to Tammy Talks, I'm pretty sure a majority of y'all are. But she is trying to get to. Is it 50K?
Mm-hmm.
I heard a review earlier. 50K. So y'all make sure that y'all go subscribe, support our channel if you have not already. But yeah. Karen does have that over Giselle. That Karen is able to have that like mothery feel for the new girls. Because a lot of the new people are a bit younger, so that's not shade, but she does kind of take them under her wing to a certain point. Now, is she fake? Yeah, but she still is, somewhat supportive and welcoming to the new ladies of the group. And yes, that's why she is more so the face, the anchor that Giselle could never be. Giselle can be a sound mind every once in a while, but she just, that mean girl mentality just takes over time because she was doing so well in the beginning of the season, and just the more that the season went on, she just started to unravel her true colors yet again. So it's like she just don't got it in her. Thank you, Italia, for the super chat. Monique just cleared Stacey. Just cleared Stacey of the fuck shit. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, we will get into that. Actually, what was this one? Oh, I mean, yeah. Anyone else find it interesting that production didn't edit out Andy telling Giselle that she's second chair, and Kay pointed out that she didn't get a reunion package? Are they trying to tell us something?
I think so.
I don't care.
You don't care? That's cool. Let's move on. Segueing into what Talia just sent us.
Not too far, answer me. Yes.
Shout out to Really Be for sending this right before we went on.
Exactly.
There is a message. I don't know if this is a tweet or Instagram.
I
Regardless.
think it's Instagram, but I don't know that to be sure. It just showed up in my. Somebody sent it to me. So
And
shout
if
out
you're
to
watching this live, read it. Read it right now. If you're watching this live, read it.
So Monique said a lot of time has passed since the reunion was filmed, and after gaining more info since then, I don't believe Stacey had anything to do with any of that bullshit. I'll probably go on live on IG at some point this week and give y'all the entire story. I haven't watched the reunion episodes yet, so let me catch up and get back to you. But I at least wanted to clear her name on all of it.
Well, shout out to Monique for clearing Stacey's name. Like I said last night, that I didn't feel like that was much of a receipt anyway. So shout out to Monique for coming down and saying Stacey ain't had nothing to do with it, even though I never felt like Stacey did to begin with. But shout out to the people that thought she did.
I will be interested to see what the story will be on her IG.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear what Monique gonna have to say.
Like what happens. Before you start, Scotty, do you have anything to say about this matter? Okay, baby. Go ahead now. Go ahead, Blue. Go ahead, busy. Yeah.
Busy, I'm not doing this with you tonight.
And make it quick, bitch.
Ah.
With love.
Monique, you are a pathetic weirdo.
Oh.
And what makes me so upset about this is that because you have been acting like a pathetic weirdo with your Mortal Kombat outfit on, I don't know if it's sometimes it's the pull and pug tug and pull whatever back and forth with you, because I want to be able to say, okay, oh my god, that receipt she showed, that's right, and that's why she did it, and that's what she did. But then also it's just like, now you see the fans on Stacey's side, and do you want to be on the winning team? So you're like, oh, Stacey had nothing to do with it, I'll do a video. What is the truth, lady? What is the truth? Ground yourself and tell us what you think. When we get to that part, I'll dive more into why she's even more of a weirdo, using her, what Ashley said, her children as confirmation and bait. And why are you recording your child? But you're just a weirdo. You're a weirdo. And now it makes it hard for people to know, okay, so was that the truth? And then why did you think that, oh, I need to show this? I know you can't show it, but I'm going to play it anyway. Got it in my little receipt book right here. Why you sat there looking like all, trigonometry. And then you have this revelation and saying, oh, I was wrong. You couldn't do investigations before the show? You couldn't do any of this investigation before the show? And is it because you see that Stacey's like, now I'm actually on Stacey's side now. Girl, go to sleep, go to bed. I'm so tired of her. You recording your children and still dealing with your husband in this divorce need to get off my TV show and find yourself.
Well, I disagree with a lot of what you just said. I don't think that. I think that.
Yes, I agree.
I think that whatever's going on between Monique and Chris is very toxic. And I do think that, we know he sent her to cease and desist. I think that maybe somebody, him, her, whoever, using the kids as pawns in this bullshit. And I think that's what it was. I don't think that Monique just made up a lie on her kids. I think that Monique, because this show brought a lot of bullshit, I think that Monique, so I know you don't like her, but I just don't think so.
And going into this actual episode, we see the audio proof or whatever. You said, is that what that was? Busy. It was Ashley saying that it was her daughter.
Yeah, Ashley said it was her daughter.
Okay, I seen it, but I didn't even really want to get into it. Stacey denies having any contact with Chris. And Kay said that shortly after that situation, she spoke to Cookie, and that's when Cookie said that Chris was going to send a cease and desist if she kept it up.
I believe then, I believe now, and ain't nobody going to change my mind. I believe KK was the one that did, because KK, remember, go back to that beginning of that scene. KK was vested in that from the beginning. The minute Monique walked in the room, then it was Stacey. Didn't you date Chris? And because I said then, I was like, you didn't have nothing. Like, why are you even in this? Why are you worried about who Stacey's dating? You weren't even on the show with Monique. You don't know Monique. You don't have no connection to Monique. And you were real concerned about that. And then all of a sudden, well, I was talking to KK. I mean, talking to Cookie. Why are you talking to Cookie? And all of a sudden, Cookie calling you. You said you couldn't even leave. So you're on your way home from the scene. You mean to tell me somebody done called Chris and Chris done called you, and now you done called KK?
That quick. That in a short time span, and you walk into your car.
Right. So I feel like I always thought it was KK that told Cookie from the beginning, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think majority of us think that even before all of this like extra shit started to come out, like it was very clear. The heat that Kiana had for Stacey was weird. And then you bring Cookie into it, and we see all the unnecessary heat that Cookie has for Stacey. It's like, we don't know why neither one of y'all got so much heat, and it's not making sense, and it's definitely giving that y'all in cahoots. Anyway.
And she was itching.
It was itching.
Itching to get into the conversation. Can I?
Right,
because even then, girl, nobody was talking to you, KK. You didn't have nothing to do with that conversation. Why are you here?
Can I just say, so I just want to.
Why is she here, Hoppo?
She wanted to jump in so bad.
She's such
wanted to jump in so bad.
Well, I need her to reevaluate why she's so mad at people.
I mean, she'll have plenty of time in the off season.
I think she's gonna have plenty of time even after the off season, because it'll be interesting to see who comes back. But anyway, that's another conversation.
It's definitely gonna be interesting.
Scotty, what you feel?
If I felt something, I would say it.
Okay.
Like, stop bothering me. Let me get my energy up. I just woke up from a nap before we got up here. That's why I'm quiet.
Oh, we didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't. You didn't tell us that you woke up from a nap.
I couldn't because you kept badgering me backstage.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
Virtual
now he giving you a virtual hug.
Yeah. So thank you for the super chat, Italia. Why is Kay talking to Cookie after finding out Monique don't fuck with her?
Because she's such a there's something about Kay which is very weird to me, because I really do feel like she has pretty privilege. Like she could really like dive in. It's something about her that feels like she's still proving something. And I'm not sure why or what it is, but she's still trying to showcase that I'm that girl. And there's something just insecure about her. And because of the way that she moves, her accomplishments don't come off as accomplishments. And I need her to just I don't know how to help her. I really don't know how to help her. She just I don't know. I don't know.
Who said you? Oh my goodness, how rude.
Somebody blocked them. Thank you so much. Whoever's a mob, block them.
Ain't nobody blocking them, because
y'all better not block them for real either.
Comment behind the scenes about how you don't want us to have our season.
So moving on, we get into the trips of the season or whatever.
Somebody said, I bet Kiana's brother is just like her too. Please.
Don't talk about busy.
Please. I know that man I know it's big. I know that man walk around like he's the shit. Don't talk about him. I know it's big. I just know it's big. That
anyway,
man like he got it. I don't know. Her mother also walks around like she is the shit, because her mother knows she's the shit.
Now she do.
But her mother is the shit. I love KK's mom.
I do love her mom.
Kay just
like bring her mom on the show.
Kay just don't got it. She's missing something, and I don't know how it wasn't passed down to her. She just don't got it.
That's a pair right there, baby. That would be a pair. Oh my gosh, I was that bitch. Anyway, let's get into these trips. So Giselle said that she does not feel bad for the way that she treated Stacey on the Nevis trip, not putting her name on the robe and all of that stuff. She said it was shade. Angel then says that she understands having separate houses isn't how it works or it goes in this group. And Kay feels like Josiah and Giselle together, Joselle. Kay thinks that Giselle overstepped with trying to take over the Colorado trip. So, what y'all thought about the whole trip segment, Cheryl?
So, I thought it was interesting. And remember, we kept hearing stories that it was really production that fucked up the Colorado trip, that they kind of, it was a lot of stuff that production did. And I thought it was very interesting that Andy sort of glossed over the whole Colorado trip. Like, he really only asked her about how she got lost getting to the location for the thing. And that was pretty much it. He was like, well, just y'all should be happy we don't have to talk about trips. And I was like, wait a minute. We had 3 whole episodes in Denver and it was a disaster and we ain't going to talk about it?
Didn't want to talk about it at all. And when you put it that way, it definitely shines a light, especially knowing that the Angel got the pin from somebody that was at the location. She never said her team member.
Nope.
She never said the coordinator or the chef.
Right. So it was production. Somebody.
And then we seen the text message between her and production. And we know that production was a part of, they were already there. So it gives into what everybody had already been saying, that they felt like production was a part of it. And you saying the way that Andy skipped over it so quickly, on top of us knowing behind the scenes that they arranged the Airbnb and everything. So it is kind of like giving validity to everybody's thoughts, especially because they never dive deep into it. Just like you said, that was like a big ass part of the season. How terrible.
That was a major part of the end of the season. I was like, so we ain't gonna talk about none of this. We just gonna jump right on over it. Okay.
That you definitely onto something with that. But I also want to say too, what Angel's saying, that the separate houses, she understands now within this group that, that's not how it works. I said, girl, have you taken a girls trip?
But again, I just think that was her towing the company line. Like, I think she was saying because she still has to play along with the fact that she booked it.
That's true.
Because what's she supposed to say?
Right. That's true. I forgot. They did arrange the Airbnb. She initially wanted them to stay at the Four Seasons. They made Giselle look like Captain Save-A-Ho.
Right. Like she was Captain Save-A-Ho. Right.
You're right. Scratch that.
I'm just going to piggyback on what y'all said, because it's a both and. Like, it's a yes and. Maybe production had a hand in it. From what I understand from when you're doing an event in these type of spaces, production works with you to get everything done. I think what's weird to me is how you really relinquish so much control for an experience that your company is running. You need to be more forceful. Like, this is what we're doing. This is how the experience is going to go. I want to also showcase my business, and I want people to see the experience and what we're doing. So for you to not even know your own location, like, girl, you saying to
I agree with you on that I agree. And I'm not putting everything on production, but I don't think everything is on Angel either.
Yeah. Well, who was the chef? And did she know him?
Yeah,
she knew him. Yeah.
So then drop your pen. Why am I listening to I just feel like I want to give her grace. I really do want to give her grace. I promise y'all, I do want to give her grace. But there's also some things, and I don't know if it's the fire in me. Stand up and do your job, and you run this business. So if you're about to showcase your business, I don't need a pen from the production company. I want to know where the chef at.
But remember, she said that's a location that they don't use. She said that.
So then,
She
but
was
she
like,
knows
"This.
where her
Wait a
chef
minute. Wait a
is.
minute, busy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's what I'm saying." I'm not saying that it's none of this is on her, but what I'm saying is, so people kept saying, "But this is your business, your business." That's not a location that they use in their normal business.
True.
So once again, who's to say that that wasn't a location that production picked? She said this is not a location that we normally use.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying. Why didn't she do a dry run? But when did she have time to do a dry run?
Right.
Is she talking to the chefs? Is she talking to the chef assistant? Hey, have y'all made it there? Or do y'all have the location again? Can you send it to me?
Remember, she did that once she realized she was lost. Because remember, she thought she was going to the right location until she wasn't.
Too late.
But how does she know it's too late until she gets there and knows, oh shit, this ain't right? Remember when they had to back up down that damn mountain?
I do remember that, but today is, I think I would have woken up that day and said, okay, it's the Wonderland experience that, to be honest, the world can see, because you can watch all of this on Peacock. I'm about to put on a Wonderland experience. I would have woke up so early, texting the chef, hey, do you have the location? Do you know where you're going?
Well, everybody made it there but her.
Let me know.
I mean, I'm serious. The chef was there, her assistant was there. Everybody made it.
Then she would have known where it was. Do you
but I find it interesting. And again, I find it interesting though that everybody else got there but her. Like, how did who sent them the pin? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I find it interesting that the chef made it, her assistant made it, but she didn't. And she said, well, I got the pin from production. Like, I'm not saying that Angel didn't have some missteps. She did.
Yeah.
But think about it. The part of the trip that Angel was in charge of went off they got on that private jet. They flew their ass to Aspen. They had the time of their life. They got back on that private jet and came back. They had no fucking problems with that part of the trip.
They didn't have the time of their life. Ashley didn't sleep with Mauricio.
Well, whatever.
I will ask, are we saying that you utilizing your scenario, are we thinking that production sent the chef the location?
No, well, what I'm saying is, I'm just wondering, how did the chef and the assistant and everybody else get the right location, but somebody sent her the wrong one? That's what I'm saying. Like, again, I'm not blaming everything on production, but I am feeling like it just feels weird. Yeah. How everybody get there but you?
Yeah, because even Giselle and them was on the right path.
Well, we don't know because remember Giselle and them, they weren't on the right one either, because remember they said it seems like we're getting further away. Remember, that's why they stopped at the gas station.
They did say that.
Because they were like, wait a minute, it says we're still 2 hours away. So they didn't have the right pin either.
You're right. Fuck all of that. At the end of the day, nobody made it to the experience.
So put it in the comments. Are you gonna book a Wonderland experience with Angel?
I would.
Don't give her no negative reviews, because if you
I would book one.
I would,
and I'm not even an outdoorsy girl. I would do like I would do a horseback ride or something.
I was gonna go to
I love horseback riding.
Colorado in May. The hiking group that I'm with, they are doing a trip to Colorado, and I was gonna go, but I don't have any time. But that would have been very fun to do.
Yeah,
you know, drop into a wonderful experience real quick and report back to the people.
Right. And I know y'all get sick of us saying production, but production needs to stop being making themselves a part of the damn storyline.
And that's what shout out, I think that was Pat who said that. Yes, I hate that production is interfering to the point that this even has to be discussed.
Me too.
I mean, shit, we shouldn't be talking about it. They went from acting as if the cameras weren't there to being a prominent part of the show to where
we literally last season Portia literally was like, production cannot break the fourth wall. Like, damn.
Exactly.
Any thoughts, Scotty?
No, he's muted. So
what happened?
Said, do you have any thoughts?
The only thing that I have an issue with, mainly with Angel on this reunion, is that I've heard her apologize like 1,000 times on each part of this reunion. She's apologizing for this. She's apologizing for that. She's not necessarily. I haven't heard her be in defense of some of the things that happened as far as the way they were coming at her this season. She's just been giving out apologies, and I get that there are some people that are owed apologies by her and she gave them, but there are also people that need to that owes her an
I
apology too,
agree.
and she
I
didn't get
agree.
them. And that
I
was the
agree.
biggest thing that I was looking forward to. I think that's partially why I was underwhelmed, because I didn't really receive
What you
what it is that I was looking for as far as Angel goes, because I think a lot of us up here were rooting for her to come to the reunion and really put a foot down, but she really just caved in to everybody, including her so-called friend.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm.
Yup, because you think about it, Ashley didn't apologize. Giselle didn't apologize from what I could remember as
No,
far as
they
like
made it seem like, why are you making such? You just remember Ashley was like, y'all
they
just
keep
so
it up.
sensitive. Everybody's so sensitive. Like they diminished what they did to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with you 100%.
But that kind of, I hate it when people like that kind of when people say that sensitive word. Oh my god, it may seem like it's not that deep, but the word sensitive is a big ass trigger to me. I hate it when people say that, only because of the fact, if I'm expressing that you did something to offend me, and then, or you said something that offended me, and then you turn around and say, oh, you just sensitive, that makes me even more, that makes me pissed. That makes me
Right.
madder when you say that.
It's like when people tell you to relax and you
And I'm literally like not even on 10 or nothing, but people telling me to relax. Or it kind of it's kind of similar to and this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but it's just an example. Like the conversation that I was having with my dad the other day, which pissed me off. And he was saying that I'm not expressive to him. And I was basically saying, but when I express myself and I say how I feel, you say, well, just because you feel that way, it doesn't mean that it's facts. So if you're asking me how I feel about something, and when I say how I feel about something, then you turn around and say, well, that's how you feel, that doesn't mean that it's true. Then what does it mean then? If I have to feel a way due to some actions of someone else. So it's all dismissive to me. I think I made a post on Facebook pretty much asking, when someone says, if just because you feel that way, that doesn't mean that it's fact. I think I asked on Facebook, isn't that dismissive when people say that?
it can be. But I've also realized that that feelings are not fact. And my therapist has, taught me that. And it's not in certain situations where I feel like I am and I can acknowledge that I'm being sensitive. Those are the times where I take myself out of it, kind of take a step back, and it's like, I'm feeling like this, but it's not necessarily true. Because said person has done X, Y, and Z to prove otherwise. I'm just feeling slighted at this moment because I'm just feeling sensitive to it. So I have to take my emotion out of it and see shit for what it really is. So it really just depends. It's not. It can be dismissive, and at times it's just you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Me.
I'm with that. I think it's just getting tough skin more and more, and then also understanding the difference, because
Yeah.
our feelings are valid, but that does not make them true
Yeah.
all the
Feel how you
time.
feel.
So I think there is a difference between understanding how I feel and what is actually true.
I think
And I can feel bad about something, but that doesn't make I can feel bad about something, but that doesn't make it true. And I think it took me a long time to learn the difference between the two, because I have a lot of emotions, I have a lot of feelings. I had to learn to not care about a whole lot of things because I feel a whole lot of things. So it's just learning the difference between both of them. People say a whole lot of stuff about, or they used to say a whole lot of stuff about me in the comments, but that's not my reality. And I can feel frustrated about it, but that doesn't make it fact, because these people don't know me.
Period.
They can't tell me my real name. Like you don't know me. So there's just a difference in the balance. And our emotions are very similar. Sometimes we have emotions, strong emotions, and we feel them very deeply. That doesn't mean that they're true. And you need to realize the difference between both of them.
I think that sometimes though people are only focused on the way you react to things versus what a person is doing to you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like when you explain where those feelings actually come from, and then you try to give them a picture of what that is, then they still kind of say, well, that doesn't mean that is true. It is.
Well, that's just, I mean, to bring it back around to Angel, that's just like with Angel when they tried to, in my opinion, minimize how Angel felt about the whole catfishing thing, and just made it seem like, well, you know, you were doing this and you were doing that, but all of that was in a response to the way y'all like come on, nobody would. We know what that comment means. You were catfished. Oh, you're catfishing. I didn't even know that was you. I didn't know that was you.
Right.
Like, we all know what you were trying to say. And again, so now that she's upset by it, now she's wrong for feeling the way she feel. You said Bobby, but you called Bobby this, Bobby that. Well, she had to keep calling her husband because y'all was fucking with her. Like, you know, so I agree with you saying. Like, people don't acknowledge how you react to what they did.
It's divine, y'all.
But yeah, I mean that's just like one of my biggest battles. That's why I don't like to really open up to people, because like people will take it and use it against you when you open up to them. Like, that's why I'm not really a fan of really opening up and saying things, because how do you feel? Then when you say how you feel, then it's wrong.
You open up to me, Scotty.
Because I feel safe.
Because I'm a safe space.
Safe.
Yeah, and let me know who you want me to beat up, because I'll beat up and cuss out anybody, or call the cops on them.
Don't do that, Trevante.
My name. Don't wear it out.
Moving on.
Listen, I just gotta say this before you move on. Listen, my apologies to everybody. My energy is down because I had a long nap and I wasn't coming up here. But when I found out that Jan nor Josiah was coming, I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I can't just let it be.
And they was talking about the panel. Oh, my man, by being they left us for dead.
Can't have it just be 3 people. So, and I'm a grouch, so I just literally that's why I was so late coming here, because I had just woke up, and then I thought it was 8:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning versus 8 o'clock at night. Like, that's why I canceled my Married to Medicine review altogether today. I didn't want to do it no way, and I fell asleep. So it's just like, yeah.
We love you. Also, you're the boss. You need to be here for the finale, at least.
Shut up, Busy.
I'm gonna shut up.
And on top of Busy constantly badgering me with questions backstage before we came up here was irritating the hell out of me.
Just irritating.
Yeah.
I hate that nigga.
So if I'm quiet, it has nothing to do with nobody up here. I'm just sleepy as hell.
Come on, niggas was napping today.
Listen, and sometimes, look, y'all, we told y'all sometimes life be lifing. Y'all know, we've been very transparent with you guys. Like, life be lifing sometimes. Y'all know that, you know, T, y'all know what's going on with T. Y'all, JoJo has been clear about that, you know, he's got a lot going on business wise and stuff like that. Like, life be lifing sometimes, y'all. And unfortunately, it just all happened on the same day. But we do our best to come every Monday and give y'all the best that we got. Sometimes it just is not a good week, and this just ain't a good week, and it just happens to be the finale. I mean, we can't help that either. So, listen, we'll be back in what, a month and a half.
Yeah.
So
or maybe next week.
Well, the finale is the finale of Potomac, but y'all know we coming back for Atlanta, and Scotty, y'all know Scotty gonna have all the energy for Atlanta with his girl on there. Y'all know that.
Boo!
Tomato. All right, where are we going next? The Grand Drunk.
I just had to say that because every time I
giving you the best
look,
that I got.
every time I look down, I had to say that because every time I look down, Scotty look like he's so over it. He's so over it. He's so over it.
I know they are. They give you the blues in the chat,
Child. So.
You gotta be on. You're the leader.
Shut up, Busy. Go ahead.
See what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Sakina.
So, yeah, Karen come out, yeah. And she got the nerve to ask Stacey, did she lie?
Do you see? No, wait. Do you want to say how they said? Thank you, Jazzy.
Somebody said that they kind of dismissed Jazzy real quick. I didn't
It's what
even
she deserves.
Andy said,
and she should be real embarrassed. I mean, and she should feel some kind of way because, girl, you had to go, but Monique got to stay. And I understand Monique got to stay because Karen came out and they have that. They know, they have that history. But baby, they was like, all right, Jazzy, bye. Monique, no, don't go nowhere, Monique. You good?
Yeah,
you stay.
Thank you so much, little girl.
I mean, but it's kind of reminiscent. It's kind of reminiscent of when a scholar was on there and they had her up there for like 5 minutes.
They did do her wrong too.
They whipped her ass off the stage like a broom and dustpan when she was.
And she was trying her best to say that. Do it against the kid. What she be doing?
Huh?
Yeah.
Baby, and she knew she didn't need to do none of that with her head.
This my Jazzy.
I rewatched it and it was like, this is your time. Thank you so much. You can leave. Right before Karen's drunk ass came into it, they told her
Karen wasn't drunk, nigga.
I don't know. I'm not sure. And nobody can prove it. We didn't have her take a breath, but I want to see it live.
Okay.
Karen was not
want to bring props. Bring a breathalyzer to the goddamn room. If I was Wendy, I would say, hold on. Breathe into this real quick. I'm trying to see something. Let me smell your breath. Bitch, let me find out you got one of them little travel size drinks in your pocketbook. Bitch. Don't talk to me.
We're not going to do the Grand Dame like that tonight. I'm just telling you that now.
And speaking of sobriety, Andy wanted to know where her sobriety levels was. She said she was good. She's in lifetime recovery, but yet she don't want to claim that she an alcoholic. She then said that what she did was a brave act. And
it was.
Tell me how.
What you mean? It is brave to come on national television and admit that you not only are drunk but a pill popper too. That was hard. That's a lot.
Did she admit it though?
Yeah, she won't say she's an alcoholic, but she admitted she was a drunk. Alcoholics got to go to them damn meetings.
Bitch,
grab a candle right now.
Oh, my bad. I forgot. Hold on, let me light the candle.
Bitch, grab a candle right now because you lying your motherfucking ass off. She did not say no shit like that.
My bad. I forgot. So we're gonna light the candle. My bad.
Yeah. Let's all light a candle. Let's make sure. Let's pray as she's lighting the candle. Let's pray that she's not on the streets,
baby. Not
driving.
Baby, this candle was the best. How much was this candle? I forgot how much this candle was.
I don't know. You bought it 3 years ago.
My subscribers bought this candle for me. And bitch, when I tell you this, I done had this candle for 3 damn years, and it ain't even close to being at the bottom yet, baby. This was some good money right here. There we go. The 4-wick Grand Dame candle.
Yeah, let's light it and let's pray. Lord, let's make sure that Karen Huger's drunk ass is not on the road today in the streets of Maryland as it starts to snow. We know that children, I know that Really B has a 2-hour delay.
Hey, praise him. Hey, yes.
So we want to make sure that she's not on the road, that she is trying to stand and stay with her husband. And let's pay for his strength as he tries to keep her drunk ass.
Wait a minute
in the house.
Hold on. Fuck you, Cajun. Prophet. What you mean? How's it Bully B fault? And I'm not Bully B, bitch.
you answer to it. So,
I know.
and then let's also pray that the family just wraps their hands around her in the house, in the doors, and lock the doors and not give her the keys and the code to get out so that she can
Oh,
stay her drunk ass inside and not harm other people in Maryland.
I will not be a party to this.
Let's make sure that she shuts her drunk ass up as she tries to tell Wendy what to do.
yes.
And that we actually also have her hair checked since we took weave and other extensions from other people in the jail to put into her head as she exited the prison. Let's make sure that she has no scalp issues and that she's moving forward. Amen.
All right.
I will not be a party. I will not be a party to this, other than the 2-hour delay part.
Now, Wendy and Karen get into it. Now we know.
Did y'all like this battle?
I didn't. Can I be honest? Y'all know I love me some Karen, but I didn't like Karen last night. I thought Karen was mean. I thought she was doing too much. I thought she was trying to overcompensate for not being on this season. It was trying to make a splash at the reunion, and I just didn't enjoy it. I felt like she was just being. She was trying to get those zingers in, and they just weren't landing.
I agree.
I think that it was.
She was abrasive. I felt like, and sometimes it was just being nasty to be nasty. And then also their fight does not make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And Wendy, girl, now you're gonna like this part, Busy. Wendy, that's why you mad at Karen, because she said, I had your back when those ladies called your mama a witch. Girl, if you don't go sit all the way the fuck down.
Please. Cause what? What are we talking about?
Talking about something you call my mother a witch. She did not call your mother a witch.
She didn't.
I think she was mad at the fact that it was said out loud.
I understand that, but that's
Karen didn't make it up. It's not like it wasn't said on camera. Like she didn't say anything that wasn't said on camera.
She made it seem like Karen agreed with the witch allegations against her mom or something like that. Like that's the way that she was like putting it out there, and that wasn't even what it was.
Right. When they played the clip,
so
what
confused.
all Karen said was, I had your back when those women were calling your mother a witch. I defended you. So I'm not understanding where. So Wendy, your beef with Karen started because of that, because everybody likes to jump to the end when they were like, well, Karen was talking about Wendy behind her back, but Wendy admitted herself that she basically started pulling away from Karen after that scene because she felt some kind of way. So my thing is, Shaba.
It made no sense. It was the Wendy being emotional. Okay, you being sensitive, and it was like, girl, this we arguing over this. Now this is stupid. Now I wish she would have been more on the.
They reversed the 2-hour delay, bitch.
Fuck. Dang. Well, let me make this.
Why they reverse it? The fuck, once you put it out there, you can't take it back. Shit.
Now, if Wendy would have focused more on the fact that Karen talked to Stacey about her and saying that she doesn't fit the group, I think that would have really shut Karen down. But instead of putting all the focus on, you called my mom a witch, especially when it didn't even fucking land and it made no sense. Like the receipts showed that she didn't say that, Wendy. So we're arguing about nothing. Now, yeah, Karen definitely had too much dip on her fucking chip. Cause girl, pipe down. You did me dirty, and you trying to come at me crazy, and then go as far as telling me to shut the fuck up. Let's be so for real right now. Like you doing too much. You're completely out of order. And most importantly, you're a drunk bitch. You can't tell me shit.
Right. She's a drunk convict. And I think what was frustrating me with your recently released drunk ass is trying to tell me the best way. You're not my legal team. So you're talking too much, Wendy. And I agree with your mother when she said to shut up. because that's what you're trying to be doing.
But I don't think she was wrong because that I didn't have
Bro,
a problem.
you went to jail. I should be taking advice from you.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I don't think Wendy was. I don't have a problem with what Wendy said in part one at the beginning, but I did have a problem with with a lot of what Wendy said last night because now you're getting into the facts of the case, and I understand that it's public information and people can read it. But what I'm saying is when you are already going through a legal issue, all Wendy has to do is say one thing different than what she told the police or what's in the record. She could have said something as simple as, well, instead of saying her daughter was the one that went upstairs, she could have said her son was the one that went upstairs. And I know that sounds petty, you guys. I get all of that. But when you are literally already in a court case, they can look at anything and be like, well, which I have seen cases. It was on my channel, there was a person that I used to do a lot of videos on. And literally when he went to trial, they literally talked about his YouTube lives. They had the timestamps, the dates. They talked about stuff he said on Instagram. So I'm not saying that they will throw it at Wendy. All I'm saying is, why say anything?
Yeah.
Because when she started talking about, well, we came home from Jamaica and she started going through that whole story and that whole timeline, if she fucks up that story in any way, you're opening up a door now. I'm like, well, you didn't tell us that. You didn't say that your daughter went upstairs first and found the mess and came downstairs and told y'all. You told us that your husband, like anything could be, and I'm not saying it makes a big deal, but we don't know that.
Yep. And that's what I said too. I understood exactly where Cameron was coming from. Now, I think her delivery was fucked up.
Now, her delivery was a lie.
But she was right. Like, yeah, you don't want to admit, to anything because it can get mixed and, they can use it against you and all of that. I definitely agree. But I also feel like, too, Karen, I don't want to hear your advice because, again, you pay lawyers and still went against what they advised you to do. So don't tell me shit.
Well, you right. But like she said, learn from my mistakes. But Cheap 83, that's a valid point, too. They could also subpoena the whole reunion because they might say, well, she might have said something that they cut out. They could subpoena the whole reunion and see what else she said that they just didn't put on TV. And maybe she did say something that she shouldn't have said. Like, I just don't think, again, the first part when she talked about being booked and what she went through, taking her mug shot and how that made her feel and all that fine. But when she started talking about, we came home from Jamaica and like, girl, don't be don't take
I agree with her needing to shut up. Karen, you're not the right messenger.
I agree 100% with that part. Karen,
you're not the right messenger. You sitting here, first of all, your spirit and your energy is off. She came rude to her. You need to shut up. I actually like what your mother said to you. Everything that she was saying. Why would I listen to somebody like that? Why would I even want to hear it? And you went to jail. She didn't even say, I need to rewatch, maybe. I don't even know if she said, learn from my mistakes. I know what this looks like. You need to learn from my mistakes, and I'm just trying to tell you the truth. I don't even know if she said that. She told her, I didn't like you. I didn't like what you said. Also, shut up, like your mother said. Like, it's just,
like I said, I didn't enjoy Karen last night. I said, I agree with
giving that vibe.
I agree with that. I did not enjoy Karen last night. I just didn't. I felt like she was just trying too hard.
Who would listen to someone talking to them like that and take that advice? I can't even hear you because of the way you're acting towards me.
Right.
Yeah. Once you tell me to shut the fuck up, I'm done.
You done did me dirty and you talking to me crazy.
Like this. Hey. I'm trying to help you. Girl, get yourself
and then gonna say, I enjoyed watching your mother talk to you crazy. Girl, what?
Get yourself help. I'm trying to help you, Wendy. You need to be. Did you help yourself? Are you into a medical facility? How's your AA meetings going? You trying to help me? You trying to help me? How's recovery? Have you got your alcoholic yet? The fuck out of here.
Y'all stupid.
Period. Shit. So yeah, Karen, I think we all could admit that Karen was doing too damn much. So we get into Wendy's package. And we hear all the ladies and see the ladies' reactions to Wendy getting locked up. Y'all seen that homemade footage of Giselle, Kiana, and Ashley? I said, oh, Bravo ain't pick up the cameras for y'all. Y'all had to prop up that iPhone. But Angel said that she hopes that justice is served. Kay thinks that Wendy knew what was going on throughout the season, and that's the reason why their relationship was affected. Giselle likes to think otherwise. And that's when Wendy goes into the story of her house being broken. Now, I know on Twitter, I was seeing after that some people was giving Angel some pushback regarding her reaction to Wendy. I don't agree with that. I feel like if Angel don't fuck with Wendy, she don't fuck with her. And if she's saying that justice is served, she hope justice is served because a bitch was coming for me in my pockets, I'm well within my right to feel the way that I feel. To me, there is a difference between how Angel went about it versus how Ashley went about it. Ashley was supposed to be Wendy's friend throughout the season and all of this. And then, she finds out this news. Then Wen is independent. Whereas Angel and Wendy, they have always been rocky throughout this entire season. And Angel was going back and seeing how Wendy was saying X, Y, and Z about her. So it's like, oh, bitch, you all up in my shit. The whole time you're allegedly committing fraud. Which I don't deserve. You get your day in court. I said what I said.
Well, she didn't say it as so. One, I do love the fact that you brought up those three girls just standing in the room when somebody was filming it with an Android. And then that dash cam footage that they had of those three girls standing in the room. I think, and I guess I'll end it this season of Whether You Like It or Not panel the same way I've been starting it with Angel. Stand up, because I'm with what you just said, Sakina, which is like, I said that shit because, bitch, you been on my back this whole entire time, and girl, I hope they like your ass. I hope justice is served, and like say that shit. But when we were at the reunion, she's just like, I just hope she has her day in court. No, you don't. No, we know what you meant. Say what you meant.
We know what she meant. I think she just was, she basically said in a
she's weak.
Tone, I said what I said. But also, one interview, she was trying to be politically correct, saying that she never relishes in somebody's shortcomings or whatever. And then afterwards, that's when she was like, I hope she get her day in court. But I got respect for Angel for not backpedaling, because people do that shit.
She mid pedal because, or what she could have said is, well, throughout the season, she was coming for me, my business, my husband, how I was doing the trip, and she really pushed back on me. And all I'm saying is, it's starting to seem like she's trying to live up to the life that I live, and I hope that we figure out the answers when she has her day in court. You could like politically let her know, bitch, you broke as fuck, and you were jealous of my life, and I hope that the cops get your ass. But instead, she was like, I ain't just want to say that. I'm just hoping that you. No, Angel, stand up. Give me the blue. Push back.
Do y'all think that she backpedaled? Do y'all think she stood firm in her word?
She did. So y'all put it in the comments.
I don't think
Angel stood firm in her word.
I don't think she necessarily backpedaled, but I don't think she fully stood on it either.
I agree with Scotty. I don't feel like she backpedaled because she repeated what she said, but she didn't put no oomph on it. Like, well, I'm just saying, let justice be served. She was like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, let justice, she ain't put no oomph on it, but she stood in what she said. I think she just didn't put no oomph with it. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I just want to be clear about something. I'm reading the comments in the chat. I just want us to have our facts right when it comes to Wendy and her situation. I read the indictment. I think pretty much everybody up here maybe read through the indictment.
No.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I read the indictment on my channel, so y'all can go back to my video where I went through the indictment. When Wendy called the police, or when they called the police when their house was broken into, the police said from the very beginning, it did not look like what they said happened because of a variety of reasons. They talked about there was nothing on the ring footage. There was nothing on their security footage. They talked about how the neighbors didn't see anything. They talked about how there was nothing in the house other than the bedroom. And they said that the person allegedly came off the roof into their bathroom, yet there was no dirt, there was no dust, there was nothing disturbed, and nobody went through any other part of the house. So that was the first part as to why they didn't necessarily, they thought there was something fishy with the robbery. But what started the ball rolling was the insurance company. When you have that kind of stuff that is insured like that, the stuff that Wendy and Eddie put on their paperwork was stuff that they had already returned or stuff that they did not have. So the insurance, and they tried to file multiple insurance policies. So when the insurance company reached out to the police, because that's what they do, because when you buy a Birkin bag or a Gucci bag or a Gucci belt or whatever, all of that stuff has serial numbers that is recorded when you go to file, and when you insure that stuff, you have to give them the serial number. When Wendy and Eddie filed their paperwork with the insurance company with those serial numbers, and they took that stuff to Gucci and they took it back to wherever, Gucci was like, oh nah, they returned that. They got a full receipt, because stores like that keep those types of receipts. So it wasn't just the police in the area where they live saying, we don't want these niggas. We don't think these niggas can afford to live like this. They literally, the insurance company called the police and said, we think there's fraud. And then they have Eddie on the phone, because they record those phone calls. They have Eddie on the phone talking about what they're filing. And then they have the emails where Eddie is talking to Wendy saying, hey, can we add anything else to this policy? Because we want to max out our policy. So is there anything else? So I'm not saying that there's no racism involved, because we do know that Wendy lives in a white county, but we ain't gonna sit here and act like the police just didn't have, they just out of nowhere pulled this out their ass, and Wendy and Eddie didn't give them no reason to think that something was going on. Now it'll all play out in court. Maybe they have a perfectly logical explanation. And let's not forget the ring that she said was stolen, and then they have pictures of her wearing the ring. Let's not talk about that either.
Now that stuff I did know about, so I guess I might have read or heard a thing or two. But yeah, thank you, Michael Anthony, for the super chat. Angel said, "I'm gonna let the Lord handle this trick." Okay, you giving a Monique read?
Shut up.
I read she was targeted because she was a part of Kamala's campaign.
Shut up.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
I mean, let's be clear. I hope it's a logical explanation, and I hope that Wendy don't go to jail. I ain't gonna tell you no lies, but all I'm saying is right now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like the police didn't have a reason to suspect that there was some bullshit going on. Now, I mean, she might have a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of that.
Yeah, but we need to see what the hell going on.
Right.
So,
look, a scammer's a scammer. I can't.
I don't mean no harm, but I don't think Wendy was that big of a part of Kamala's campaign that they was coming after her. Like, it's not that deep.
She's a scammer. I do love that. At least, who was it? Not Angel. Who's the British girl? Tia was like, look, we already have a bad rap, girl. You making it very hard for us to national television because they already think we scammers. And now here you go scamming again. Or allegedly scamming again.
Yeah, child. Anyway, Nigerian scammers. So, yeah, that's when Karen told Wendy to shut the fuck up. And Andy wanted to know what was going on with her family, being that they ended pretty rough at the end of the season. He said that, or she said that the family from both.
We're echoing. It's an echo.
I don't hear echo.
I hear
it. Was for a minute, for a second.
Oh, is it me then? Because I don't hear it.
Yeah, I hear
Not anymore.
I think it was me.
All right, go ahead. What was saying?
Okay, I lied. They may be busy. Anyway, yeah. Wendy said that she's being supported by both sides of the family, hers and Eddie's. I wanted to know more about Eddie's family's involvement. We should have got more questions out of that because we already know that the situation between them was rocky and that the family didn't accept Wendy as is.
I agree, and because they also or whatever, and they're a cursed tribe, says NECA. That's not my
Yeah,
word.
don't do that.
Those were NECA's words. That's probably why she's going to jail. NECA said that it's a cursed tribe. So I would have loved to know more about how his family is like rallying around him and supporting them. And I wish we didn't skip over that. I would have loved to know more of that. And I feel like they should have dove into more of that. Wendy, it's your daddy supporting you during this time.
Child, her daddy that don't even answer the phone.
Daddy said he don't want no parts, baby.
We never got, and this is what really made me mad. Let me tell y'all something truly original, you fucking assholes. Y'all should have given us more of the aftermath. Now, as much as we loved everybody who's saying shut the fuck up, Wendy, I want to know what happened after. Did she have a follow-up
I don't think we
conversation
got to it because hell, I guess she wasn't speaking to her family, and then they went on a trip, and then her ass got arrested. I mean,
not her dad don't know her.
He don't.
He said, who is this? Bring Eddie out. I want to know what was the aftermath. That was so important to me. And I'm just saying, if you watch our panel, Truly Original or Bravo, I really feel like that was a missed opportunity. And if I was a producer, I would have to say, like, are we going to have a follow-up conversation with your mom and your sister? That seemed very difficult and how they're feeling. Are you continuing this relationship with your dad? How are they feeling about it?
Oh, I just felt like that. Yeah.
We did not do any of that. We just saw all of that conflict and they let that story go. And I'm very angry about it because the season is over and I don't know what happened.
Well, don't be angry. Don't lose sleep like Ashley said.
Oh, I'm going to sleep. But I don't know what happened. And it really makes me upset. I feel like the producers dropped the ball.
I agree.
You still talking to your sister and your mother? Has the relationship continued with your dad? Is there contention between you communicating with your dad as or contention with you and your mother and your sister as you continue to navigate this relationship with your father? Where are we? And now that you're going to jail, like you're a part of the Nigerian scammer community, is he happy about it? Like, what is going on?
Busy, shut the fuck up, busy.
I just feel like it was a missed opportunity, and there's so much more. There's so much more I wanted to see, and I didn't get it because the Angel's stupid ass not playing this trip right. What now, you doing, Scotty? Because you ain't saying much.
You're just gonna continue to bother me, huh?
I was gonna say, I don't know how many different ways Scotty gonna tell you to leave him the fuck alone. He said when he got something to say, he'll talk. He know how to talk.
Well, we just want to know what you feel about this.
Well, he'll tell us if he feel like it.
We're moving on. So
I'm about to text you because
Andy had asked some questions about some viewer views. Now, a lot of us do feel like it was a keeping up with the Joneses type of thing with the Osefos. Andy said, y'all buying, you paying your mama's lifestyle, y'all buying all these nice clothes, y'all renovating. Like, was it a keeping up with the Joneses situation? Of course, Wendy ain't gonna really give an honest answer with that. Okay, well, what about the Pam and Eddie Say situation? I didn't know that she said this, but supposedly she said she was using those names as a way to kind of hide their identity on packages.
Yeah, they said they said that in court. So she was right when she said that was addressed in court. It was.
Okay. And I can see that because some people are crazy.
Sometimes they do. I think I heard on the Housewives of Atlanta, I think Drew said that she has aliases too. I think a lot of them probably use aliases so people won't know where they live and because they public figures.
That makes sense. Oh yeah. Can we please? The fuck? I don't even know where the number's at. But yeah, and then the prosecutor said that basically the Cephals is broke.
Yeah, they said that in court too. What they said was that they're in a lot of debt. They didn't say they don't have like money, but they said they're in a lot of debt.
But it said substantial debt and low on funds, something like that. What it say? I don't know. I just put the sum it up broke for no purposes.
But if y'all remember, they said that about Wendy on her first season on the show. They said that because they have the student loan debt and all of that. They said they went in a lot of debt from the time like when they first came on the show. Wendy ain't had no money.
Yeah,
and again, not that they didn't make good money, but they were. I mean, you figure she had her debt from all them degrees, and he went to law school. Like they had a lot of student loan debt.
Not insufficient funds. Listen, somebody want to pay my credit card bill?
You better say it again for the people in the bag. I got one you can pay.
Y'all can get my cash app right there. Y'all want to help me out? My birthday next week.
I bet you still don't know what you're gonna do for it either.
Oh, Dragger.
So what I did was
leave my sis alone.
I set a dinner reservation, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it.
The fuck?
We're Pisces.
Because I don't know. I feel like I got so many different friend groups. I might.
Oh well.
I don't have credit cards. I like to.
Is it one of them things where you can't mix all your friends up together?
No, because I did it last year, but
yeah, you did. I was there,
and I do it. Yeah, and I do it on the regular. But I just kind of feel like I don't know. Something about this year is just kind of giving.
Well, listen. Go with whatever feeling you're getting. Go with it. It's a reason why. So listen, ain't no rule that say you have to do something for your birthday if you ain't feeling it, and if it ain't feeling right.
I know I did say next year I ain't gonna do no whole weekend no more.
Child, I'm
That's
being
because your ass stay drunk. That's why you don't want to do it.
Baby, celebrate me and do it down.
You have to put me on blast like that.
I say you do it. And this is why I say credit cards are a scam. I mean, I have credit cards. I don't have credit card debt. I don't have bills. Because I don't use them. I just need it because we live in America. But I work off of cash, baby. Y'all not gonna get me caught up.
He got it in the mattress, y'all.
Sure, I pay for everything I need. Credit card, what? Ew.
It sure can be.
You ain't never seen a 7.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, we about to wrap this up, baby.
We are.
That was it.
But I say you keep the dinner simply.
If I keep that dinner, then I gotta choose what friend group.
Or don't do it and then do like I'm going to a spa.
Okay, see, look, and this is too. Okay, so this is what I did for my birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last year I had a dinner. Well, all my friends, Scotty was there, and I did a staycation.
Mm-hmm.
So I booked a hotel for that weekend, and I stayed. Anybody in Atlanta? I stayed at the Sterling. So y'all know that's a part of Colony Square. So I was able to have my little staycation and still, walk outside the hotel and go to Colony Square so I can go to the restaurants. I had a solo dinner on Saturday night. I went to dinner by myself, things like that. So like I could still do activities and stuff. And I kind of want to do that again. So I was looking at hotels, but because I think I'm gonna do the staycation like next week or so, because yeah, I just kind of got a lot going on right now. So I don't think I'm gonna do that my birthday weekend. I'm gonna plan that for the following weekend. And I also gotta work on my birthday because I don't have enough time at work. I just
Yeah, you
yeah,
just
I just
started.
got
You
back.
just
So
started.
yeah. So
I'm about to have a ball. I think I'm about to for my actual birthday because I sent y'all my itinerary that my friends put together.
right, so cute.
I think I'm gonna do a spa day on my birthday, and I think I'm gonna. Well, the spa that I went to last time is in North Carolina. It's
Mm.
really weird, but it's a public scrub. Because they separate you from men to women.
Busy, we're here.
Yeah, so I think I'm just about to do that again. I'm about to be butt naked and they about to scrub my body. I just the only weird thing is that everybody watching you. But
I
or
always
Me too.
feel like
I want it.
somebody's watching
Oh
me.
And
no,
you know what?
they definitely doing it.
I thought about doing this too because
Korean spa,
um
yeah, it's a Korean
I
spa.
thought about doing me and my best friend. I thought about running that by her. But yeah, I'm definitely doing it all month because last year on my birthday, I also did so I checked in on the hotel, but before I checked in, I did a spa day and got a massage at a black owned spa out in College
Yeah.
Park. And so this was like, yeah, we see each other. And I was thinking about doing it again. The same thing that you was talking about. I want a full body scrub. I was gonna go to Jeju. Anybody in Atlanta, I know Jeju. It's you be in there naked until you get into the
But
comments.
they take you. They when I say they take everything off of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have a spot like that in Virginia. Some friends of mine went, and
I
it was
just went
just
the
like
other. I just went a couple of weeks ago. When I say because it was my first time doing it, and I felt uncomfortable because it was like in front of everybody.
well, yeah. Well,
But I was like, well, what can you do when I say those? Because everybody's
always.
naked. All the men were naked. Everybody's naked. And while I was getting my scrub, and they're just walking around me. And then one man was like, "Are you trying to go back into the sauna?" And I was like, "No, what is going on in this place?" But overall, it was really, really, really good. I felt so relaxed. And then I got the scrub, and then right after the scrub, the same person who gave me the scrub gave me my deep tissue massage. And then I sat in the sauna for about an hour. I left that place so refreshed. I was
Yes.
ready to take on the world.
And that's how I'm trying to feel. But next week I got so much going on. Like I got a hike that's a few hours away.
Oh, you working.
And
You
then
doing
I
stuff.
was trying to do the dinner later that day too. That's another thing. I just feel like that might just be too much. I mean, I could do it on a Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let somebody just take care of you.
I mean, I don't really want it to be in anybody's hands like that. And it's not because I'm being controlling. It's just I don't know, just being considerate. I don't want to put that on somebody. So
I say go get a massage. Even if you just go and get a massage, because the entry
I'm going to
fee,
get that for sure.
yeah. Let
I just
somebody
don't know what day because I know me and my best friend have been talking about that. Platinum Wellness Spot. I don't know them. Always black owned. Let me see. Because I went to the wellness spot. That's where I went last year.
I went to a Korean spot.
Yeah, this year I plan on going to a Korean spot because I do want I'm not going to Jeju. I've been to Jeju before, but I want to do what is that Spa Land? I want to try Spa Land because I haven't done that one yet.
Never heard of it.
This for people who in Atlanta. Yeah, they probably everybody don't know what the hell that is. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff that I want to do. I also was thinking about doing something fun. I got all these thoughts in my head. I do got the full month to do whatever the hell I want to do.
That's why Pisces not supposed to plan. We not supposed to plan our birthday. Look at her, she's so late.
Last year I was so
Your
determined.
teeth are amazing, and I've been wanting to tell you that this whole panel.
Who?
Yours.
My teeth?
Yes.
Thank you.
The smile is just coming through. It's so bright.
Okay,
it's
busy.
so vibrant.
busy.
I'm gonna shut up and then run your show.
Thank he can't compliment my.
No.
Thank you. I do plan on getting braces this year. That's one thing that I definitely want to accomplish. So we're working on it. Happy early birthday to my fellow Pisces.
Happy
Yes,
birthday.
Superstar 7. But that was it, y'all. We definitely was running our mouths. I might do a lot for my birthday. We'll see where Busy is for his birthday. Thank you so much, Yvette. And yeah, everybody can go around, let the people know what we got going on, being that this is the end of the Potomac season. Really be.
Start with me. So it's really, we kind of in that middle ground. I have Bell Collective. Y'all know I do Beyond the Gates on Saturdays, generally with JB that says what. We have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Of course, you guys know I do the Teacher Project 2.0 with El Teddy. I do Celebrity News and Gossip on Really BTV. So yeah, I mean, am I reviewing anything else? Oh, Married to Medicine. I'm doing Married to Medicine. So yeah, that's what we got going on.
Listen, I need some braces, child. Listen, about my bottom row.
Baby, I got this Invisalign and life has been great.
Y'all don't know the history of my teeth. I already got 2 pulled out last year.
Oh, we remember that.
Okay. Shit. I'm going through a lot.
Oh my God.
I'll go. Well, first of all, my mom paid for these, so everything comes through. Can't declare it out of control. I definitely need a bleaching.
Your turn, Scotty.
But
no, busy going.
Oh, my bad.
I don't have anything that's coming up. I will be vlogging my birthday so that you all can see it. And I plan on getting back into content, as I told y'all before. The content will be different than the ones I'm doing before. So I will still continue to do a topic, not as frequently. I do want to dive into what politics and advocacy looks like and how you all can get involved in it and what you all should be doing, especially as midterms start to come up. I want to make sure that people are more involved or feel less frustrated and to move into action.
I love that.
Outside of that, I'm trying to do videos with Sodeb if he doesn't cancel them. And then I think that's everything.
Not if he doesn't cancel.
Right.
First of all, I'm over Married to Medicine.
I'm like 2 episodes behind.
Like, I'm probably not gonna review it anymore until the reunion because I don't even have the energy for it. I tried and it just ain't working for me no more. But I'm doing Bell Collective. Love and Marriage Transville comes back Saturday, so I'll be doing that. Of course, from Real Housewives of Atlanta returns. Of course, I'll be reviewing that. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm reviewing that. It's so good this season. Me, T, and Josiah do a Bell Collective panel. And of course, me and T do the Chasing panel on Wednesdays as well. I'm starting to do reaction videos like on like music, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to find a way to do it without getting copywritten because the last one I did I got copywritten, but it didn't affect nothing on my channel. I just wasn't
had to take the video down.
Take it down.
Yeah. So I don't really know how to do that because you see reaction content creators do this shit all the time and they play the song and so I don't really know how to do that without getting it. I just got to figure that part out. And of course the scene ATL, we got 2 more episodes to go, thank God. And that's it.
Oh, I forgot to mention that there is a possibility that we'll have Whether You Like It or Not panel next week as we review the best of. So my partner is putting together a best of reel of everything that we've done throughout the entire series of this season for Whether You Like It or Not. So if you have any ideas of things that were really funny to you really loved watching all over again, like the casino stuff, like just put it into the comments. Or if you're watching this on the playback, put it into the comments so
yeah.
that we know what things to pull. We already have a list. My partner's putting it together, and it'll just be us recapping and watching ourselves act crazy for a while. So because I didn't get a chance to do my last review this season, we're trying to figure out what that looks like. So next week you'll possibly get a whether you like it or not panel again, but only the best of this season and the greatest moments that we had. And my partner's already starting to put it together. So I'm excited for you all to see it. We'll keep you all updated.
Boom, professional. And I want to thank Miss Bay Thang for the super chat. I'm gonna miss it whether you like it or not nights, but can't wait for RHOA to come back with the panel. Really be check your email, girl.
Yeah, they told you to check your email.
She on the way. Charted was a classic. Anyway, as far as me, I have nothing going on. Okay. I have to figure something out because I do need to stay in the algorithm. Being away for a month is not good or ideal on YouTube. So, I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do a birthday blog like Busy said. I know I will go live at some point, pertaining to my birthday. I'll figure something out, Cajun, for sure. But yeah, I'll do a hot topics depending on what it is.
Because we know you don't care about that, child.
No, I don't care about hot topics. So I don't know. Maybe if something intrigues me, then I'll do that. Before we get out of here, I want to say thank y'all so much for a good, whether you like it or not, season. MVP. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It really wasn't no MVP. No way.
Wasn't really giving that. But I truly appreciate y'all for coming here tonight. Make sure that y'all like, comment, hype, support all of us. Definitely submit your votes for the whether you like it or not panel for the Starlight Awards?
Yeah, the Starlight Awards. I think we're coming. I think we got a few more days.
Yeah, it closes on my birthday, March 5th. So continue to submit your votes for I think it's really B. Scotty, I'm not sure if you're nominated by yourself. I know T and T is. So submit your votes for them. But then also, we've given you all our hearts and soul in our arguments. So submit your votes for us. We love to do this work, and we work really hard on doing it. So submit your votes for us.
Support.
And can someone put that into the comments so that people know where to go to vote?
Yeah, I'll pin the link on top of my comments for the panel so y'all can get it from there as well. It's also in my bio on my most recent videos. So make sure that y'all go and submit y'all's votes. Thank y'all for all the early birthdays. And we are about to sign off of here. Y'all have a good night. Bye.